And when it comes to the match day experience, we really got to address the absolute daylight robbery happening at the bridge. They basically introduced more and more premium seating and dynamic pricing, which was another thing you had to pay for with a kidney, which made it even harder for local fans who just want to support their team. Chelsea is already pay to win in terms of the transfer market, but now it's pay to watch too. And you'd think if they want to charge these prices, they'd actually make a good fucking product on the pitch. Like, holy shit, dude. It's not that hard. Listen to the fans. But instead, they're just ignoring the atmosphere dying out and posting TikToks like everything's fine. And as you could have guessed, they're getting fried in the replies. I open the ticket portal, and it's like looking at a luxury car auction. Like, where did all the affordable seats go? There's no way that a standard match day is feeding a whole family's passion. That's just not happening. And not only does this stop at tickets, it's also happening with the merch, the memberships, and these people really think they can get away with charging the same expectations for less product. Which, yes, they can get away with it because at the end of the day, we need football. Like, how else are we going to wipe our schedules on the weekend? So we got to keep watching. And it hasn't shrunk by a ton yet, but eventually the loyalty will. Just them doing it now sets the precedent for what's going to happen later. And then you have the official kits. Tell me why a vapor match jersey costs like 150 bucks now for some polyester? Holy shit, I could buy a whole ass used console for that price. They know people are going to pay for it. So obviously they're dropping the new kit at like a premium price. They even collab with high-end designers and charge like $230 for a fucking training top, a glorified bib for your training session. Nobody's buying that shit. Like, I don't know what's up with the board, but Jesus Christ, man. And since being a fan is expensive, I wanted to save some money at the megastore a month ago. This dude at the register, knowing I just dropped a bag, asked if I wanted 10% off. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? I thought this guy was signing me up for a rewards account for the club. But this dude signed me up for a branded credit card without even telling me. Alarm bells should have been going off in my head, but I was just being a dumbass in that moment. By the time I put the pieces together, it was too late. He was like, all right, here's your credit account. It didn't even work. I was so pissed. I had this fucking credit account for no reason. I was so heated, bro. Don't do the most to try to save 10% like I did, because in some situations, it's not worth it. Next, we got to talk about the travel. Getting to the games is a lot of money. You could plan your trip with a specific budget in mind, but sometimes you just spend way more than you intended because of service fees and whatever. And when you finally get to the ground, you're hyped, but you're forgetting how much the trains and petrol cost. You call your travel provider after a delay, and they just ignore you. Now, I had the worst travel record in 2023. I had a ticket fine, and then later I got stuck in a little transport nightmare. And you could probably imagine this shot the fuck up out of my costs. Like, how about I just don't travel and watch it on a stream at this point? They raise your costs the moment you actually try to use the service, which is the thing you're already paying for, which doesn't make any sense. Finally, the food. When you go to a stadium for the day, just expect to drop a bag. I remember one day when I went to a match with my brother and my friend. All of our meals combined were a band. A band? Like, what the fucking hell? The hospitality can't be that good, bro. There's no way. And then I got this overpriced ass burger that tasted like a tire. The least you could do is sell good food if it's priced really high. But no, they're just running a business for the sake of making more money. At the end of the day, I still do want to watch all these matches. So even though new industry standards of robbery might be set, I'm still going to be buying it. But bro, imagine dropping all that cash and having garbage football for 90 minutes straight. Bro, I would be fucking pissed. Ass as the results are, I do want to continue to support, so I got to put up with it. But holy shit, the board needs to realize that our patience isn't an infinite resource. Stop charging us 2026 prices for 1990s tier disappointment. Just give us some fucking results.